Any of you guys have any issues with Facebook like that? Or with them restricting access to your account or clients' accounts? No?
Mm-mm. I just don't use Facebook
I
or
don't
offer it to
blame you.
clients.
I don't blame you, man. We're usually pretty good with the client stuff. We don't really have many issues with it, but
Mhm.
I don't like when something goes sideways, like it really goes sideways and then it's hard to fix. And it's
Yeah, because the major problem is the technical team itself doesn't know like how to solve it. That's the major issue.
yeah.
Yeah, they just try everything that a normal Chat GPT would try.
Oh
They're just
God. So
they're
it's
just
the
doing
same as
that.
Google pretty much. It's outsourced
Yeah,
support. And they don't even
yeah,
really probably work for Facebook. It's probably some
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
It's
that
just some
sucks.
VA that's trying to figure out everything by himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wild. Anyway, what do you guys want to go through a campaign you're working on or something today? I don't have anything today. I'm just like hanging out. Or we can just shoot the shit, whatever.
I have a quick question, Rob.
Sure.
So when Google gives you the recommendation to go in and do all this stuff, and a lot of it, I've been ignoring or like doing the bare minimum just to help the optimization score go back up.
Yeah.
But all my keywords are either exact or phrase,
Yeah.
and they keep giving me the recommendation that I've got duplicate keywords because, it's basically the same thing, but one is exact and one
Is
is
it
phrase.
is it saying duplicate keywords or is it saying redundant keywords?
I suppose redundant more
Redundant.
than
Just ignore it.
duplicate.
It's
Yeah.
fine. And also you don't have to implement anything to get your
Yeah.
optimizations. So first off, the optimization score means nothing. It has no bearing whatsoever on the success of a campaign. All it is a score based on if you are implementing what they're saying. And what
Hmm.
they say usually is trash, so you don't want to do it anyway. So,
Yeah.
I know clients can see that and be like, oh, my optimization score is 50% or whatever. Let's fix it. All you have to do is just dismiss the recommendations, and the score goes back up to 100.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I was just wondering about that one thing, like those redundant keywords. Is there anything I should do?
I don't. The only thing I
Yeah.
really mess with recommendations is if I find like a conflicting negative keyword, which
Hmm.
happens sometimes, right? And then so that's good for that, like it'll alert you, and then you just remove it, and it's
Yeah.
fine. But yeah, for the most part, in redundant keywords, I don't. I just leave them. It
Okay.
doesn't do anything, so
All
I
right.
don't mess around with it. But something that you could do, because like I said, I know clients like complain because they don't understand what this is, and Google emails them because it's their account all the time for this stuff,
Yeah.
is to set the expectation, like when you bring them on as a client, like, hey, listen, you're gonna get emails about optimization scores and all this stuff. Like, just ignore it. Don't do anything they tell you. Don't auto select anything because they'll, you know what I mean? It'll
Yeah.
make those changes to your campaigns just from their email, them saying yes to stuff. So and we deal with that all the time, right, Fussell? Like where somebody will get an email and then we'll go to the account. One week it's
Yep.
performing really well, it's in goals. The next week they got no leads and everything's broad match and display networks on it because the client got an email and said, well, this is better for you if you do it this way. And they click the button and
Yeah.
turned it on,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is a disaster.
And then
The
just
Yes.
best
on
approach
Facebook.
I've seen, the best approach that I've seen is that you want to do as manual work as you can and you want to leave out the automation side of things because it never works. Like we've tested so many campaigns, so many different strategies. The manual work always works because you
Yeah.
know what you're doing, and the AI optimization never works.
I'm like not confident in like I know
Same.
where they want it to go. Like Facebook's
Mhm.
doing it right now. Like they're basically forcing you to Advantage Plus and broad targeting, and that's just what it's gonna be in the future. Like their thing is like Facebook knows better than you know who your audience is and how to get those sales. And Google is trying so hard to move to that, but it's just never gonna work. I don't care how innovative AI gets. I just don't see how somebody has to look at it and know what they're looking at. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Bob's detailing or Bob's plumbing, he's a plumber. He's not going to be able, and I don't care what anyone says, like ever, he's never going to be able to understand the nuances of running a search campaign, no matter how
Right.
easy they make it. Someone's going to have to be like the mediator in between Google and the business owner to at least be like, here's what we can do. Here's some best options. Like I hate seeing people that are always like doomsdayers about like AI and Google, and I don't know, man. They're so bad at it. Even now, and it's 2025. Like their shit sucks. AI Max is like terrible. Like it's so bad. I tested it on who was it? You would know him, Fessel. Actually, I don't want to say it, but it's one of our HVAC clients. I tested it on them, and
Yep.
it was an absolute disaster. And it was like, oh, give it 20 days. I gave it 30 days, and it still was just like horrible.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't trust any of that stuff. Even like the new, like the softwares that are like, will manage your campaign for you, like all of that kind of stuff. Like they're not good. So.
Yep.
I've seen the good, like the one was really cool for building campaigns, which I think Doug in our school, I think it's Otto or something, but it's more for SEO, but they built in like a Google Ads thing that will actually build a campaign for you. And they can't, and I tested it and it actually did group ad groups correctly, which was really cool. And keywords were really good in those ad groups, which was kind of surprising, but the rest was just not there. And I think people are looking for that magic bullet when it comes to like making your job easier to optimize these things, and there just isn't one. And at this point, I'm like not really that hopeful that there will be one. You know?
That's why Keywordme exists.
Yeah, right, dude. I'm still testing the AI piece for that, so I'm
Hmm.
gonna get our guys on that probably in like 2 weeks. It's not where I need to be yet. It's
For
not.
sure.
It's not pulling
Take your time.
100% of the negative search terms because I'm
Hmm.
trying to build the AI piece so it's like no matter what niche you're in, it will work really well.
Right. Right.
But I'm still working on that. But yeah, I mean
Are you
that would be
keeping a
cool.
general, are you keeping like a general negatives as well inside?
Yeah,
Or no?
it has like parameters where it'll pull general
Okay.
stuff, it'll pull brand competitor names, like it don't pulls the root, so it's just the one word. Like if it's like
Sweet, sweet.
ABC cleaning, it'll pull ABC as the negative keyword, and then
Nice.
yeah. But I mean that's the closest thing I've seen to it is going to be that right now, where you just upload a list and it goes through it in 12 seconds and gives you all the negatives. But
Nice. That's very
and what was the big one too? Years ago, long time ago, probably before we started Clicks Geek, I worked at an agency and we used you guys ever hear of Marin software?
Nope.
No. It was big at the time because it was like a learning algorithm. It was before AI. This was like 2011 or something like that or 10. And Marin was the biggest player in the market using that learning algorithm and it sucked. It was just not like when you give control to these things, like I just think every campaign is just so different. I don't see how it could, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah. Now, Google has launched a new AI chat inside the accounts. Did you get a chance to see that?
I have
I
not.
hate
No.
that
Uh,
thing. I hate that
yeah,
thing. What is
it's
What
it?
is it?
horrible. It's like you talk to like an AI agent while you're building the campaign. So it's gonna scan your screen and give you like, assumptions and be like, oh, you have to create this ad group, or you have to add this,
Oh
and it's all
God.
like general stuff.
It's gonna give you a bunch of
Like,
shitty recommendations that everyone's gonna
right.
follow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Wonderful. No, I have not seen that, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
like a couple of the audits that have come through for us, like of other like client audits from other
Hmm.
agencies, man, they're bad. Like it's pretty bad out there. Like I don't think I really realized it until I started this school and I've done a bunch of consults with people and I've just seen a lot of other agency stuff or people from school that use an agency and seeing what was built in their accounts and I just can't believe it. It's really bad. And I mean, I'm talking like big agencies, like well-known names, and their campaign is like one random ad group, just called ad group one, and there's 50 keywords in it, and that's it, and that's the whole Google Ads campaign. And there's no
Oh man.
tracking set up for anything. Like it's crazy. What'd you say, Josh? It's so bad I'm getting close to refusing. I know. I
Man,
know, man. Josh said it's so bad I'm getting close to refusing to take active client accounts. Yeah,
so
man.
much
I
less
mean,
hassle just to build a new one.
Dude, yeah. And a lot of times when we do, like we've never actually we 100% of the time we never use what they come with. We have to start it from our process and build it out that way. It's just the only way it works. We tried in the past to salvage like campaigns because there's a lot of data in some of them, but dude, they're like poisoned or something from the previous data. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this in the group yesterday, but we've had to start just okay, let's do LSAs first.
Yeah.
And we don't, it's more of like I just want to take a beat for like a day or two and just
Yeah.
roll over, maybe trying to do something in your account, get some leads coming with LSA.
Yeah.
We'll build new campaigns because
Yeah.
it's a dumpster fire. Every account we've been getting, no tracking, broad match all keywords.
It's crazy, man. But there's a lot of
And then,
misinformation on YouTube and other places from even like well-known YouTubers who weren't even there when we started, which is crazy. We slowed down, everyone passed us. But that they push this stuff out there and this like these weird campaign setups and stuff and like, dude, it just doesn't work. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe you have that one-off chance. Was that you who Display Network? That was you, wasn't it? Like that's that one-off chance that like, holy shit, this thing crushed and then it never works again. And that, you know what I mean? So they see it work one time and then this is gospel and this is what they do every time now. And it's just like, dude, stop. Like that's why everything that I put into our school is like we still use it right now in our agency, so it works. And I know it works. I'm not trying to put out shit that is like, oh, let's work this one time in 2014, but you know, which is crazy. But I don't know. People are nuts, man. And like we see the like I said, we see the accounts and they're just so bad. Fessel's always building them from new. I don't think we take anything like
Yeah.
right, Fessel. We don't even
Yeah.
yeah
We don't take any. We
nothing.
tried it for like one white label client, but then it just backfired, and we just said, no,
Yeah,
we'll just build new campaigns because that's going to be way faster
yeah.
rather than just taking theirs. Yeah.
The only positive side of that is if there is something working in the old campaign and the off chance that
Mhm.
it happens is that we can just pluck it out and put it in the new one, and we already know
Right.
that it's gonna
Yeah. Yeah.
pull.
Yeah.
But another thing too is like these guys, most of these guys who come to us or even white label retail, whatever, is they don't have landing pages. They're putting everything to a website and they're doing that and they still don't have tracking set up too, which is like you cannot run an advertising campaign if you don't have track any advertising campaign, doesn't matter what it is, if you don't
Right.
know what's what or what's coming from, because you can't optimize it then. Like I feel like this should be
Mhm.
like third grade understood, but people just don't get it, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. What do you blame it on? Do you blame it on like education or
It's got to
like,
be. Yeah, I would
yeah?
think. Like, and I think about, I put myself in the shoes of someone who just,
Hmm.
like Justin's dad. Justin's dad's a plumber, and he's been a plumber for
Right.
like 45 years, right? Something like that.
Hmm.
Justin's dad has no idea what a Google ad is or what he's just like plums. That's like what
Yeah.
he does. Like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
those guys, when someone tells them, "Oh, it's easy. You just add the keywords in here and you write an ad and you turn it on." Like that's
Yeah.
how you know what I mean? Like that's like
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
they do, and then they're like, "Oh fuck, Google Ads doesn't work."
It's
Like
Yeah.
not
as a
even
whole.
someone telling them that, it's Google telling them that. Just put your
Yes,
words in here.
exactly. Or the new AI
Yeah,
agent telling them, "Here, add this,"
right.
and
Right.
they're getting, you know, auto detail leads when they're a plumber because nobody knows what they're doing.
this is why we'll always have a job.
Yes, always. It's a great
And
thing.
the people who are, savvy to knowing how to use AI will make it that much harder for the people who don't. So I don't think AI is taking our jobs either.
No.
Hmm.
There's always going to be a middleman. And I finally talked Ed off the ledge with this like 2 years ago because Ed was like, a couple years ago, Ed was like, we have to sell our agency right now. He's like, and I'm like, dude, no, we're not selling it right. What are you talking about? He's like, AI is going to replace everything. I'm like, okay. And I finally talked him off the ledge. Now he uses ChatGPT every day for everything. And he's like obsessed with it. We've implemented AI into our services. So we work with it, not against it. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
I love it now, man. It makes our job so much easier. But my point is, they will always need a middleman to mediate in between like the
Right.
advertising platform and the client. If clients just don't have the bandwidth to figure it out, sure, some will, right? But majority of people, at least myself, I'm the type of guy where I just want to pay someone to handle it for me. I want the fucking problem to go away. I don't want to think about it.
Mhm.
I don't want to try to learn about it to figure it out. Like if I got a hole in my drywall in my basement, I'm not going to go YouTube and watch videos on how to patch dry. I'm just not doing that. Some people will, sure, but I'm not doing that. So I feel like advertising is the exact same way. There'll be that
Right.
subsect that will just, yeah, I'll run it myself and I'll figure it out. And then a vast majority of people will be like, I run a big, busy business. I don't have time to figure this out. I'm not trying to hire and have someone figure it out. You already can solve the problem. You've showed me that through, YouTube ads, whatever. Just fix it for me. Give me leads, give me sales, give me customers, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm actually bullish as shit about the future with AI. I can't wait. And I'm excited because I know they're going to roll out Gemini ads. It's a matter of time.
Oh yeah. I'm ready
Oh,
on
dude,
that
I'm
boat.
like waiting.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the announcement. I'm
Same.
sure there'll be a beta soon
Oh yeah.
because I think
You can already see it happening. Like, how they're
yeah,
gonna structure it. They're
yep,
probably gonna put up like one more section over there, create your Gemini ads right there, and then you just
yep.
put in some headlines and
It's the
and
next logical move for them, and
exactly.
they're not
Hmm.
gonna they're not gonna give away. What do they do in revenue a year from Google Ads? Like freaking $1 billion or something like 7 billion,
Exactly.
whatever it is. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
billions of dollars.
Yeah.
That's never going away, or Google does not exist. Like it's just not going to
Yeah.
happen. So
Mm-hmm.
they're rolling out the Gemini search, which is super useful actually. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't wait till they
Yeah.
start like putting the ads in there. She'll
Mm-hmm.
sprinkle them in. It'll be interesting
For
for
sure.
sure.
Absolutely. They're trying AI ads as well inside augmented realities. So they're like inside the vision glasses and all.
Oh, that's cool.
That's their next plan that they'll start putting up. Like, while you're wearing glasses, it'll come up somewhere like the closest
Yeah,
restaurant or anything like that. That's their next move as well for Meta specifically.
yeah, that's
Hmm.
awesome. Yeah, there's just gonna be more platforms, man. I mean, it's just
Hmm.
all it is. And like ChatGPT, that's another one. It'd be stupid for them not to create an ad platform. Why would they not do
Absolutely.
that?
You saw they're creating a new LinkedIn platform next year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've only run
they're
LinkedIn
gonna do
ads for us, for our agency, a
right.
few times. I just never could get them to work well.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's not that they don't.
pretty weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because LinkedIn is not so active. I don't know. Do any of you guys run LinkedIn ads or have? Nobody?
No.
No.
Tried it
Rob, when
once,
you
very expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive. What's up, Sue?
I just had a quick question. When you say you think they're going to start a new Gemini ads platform, do you mean platform or do you just mean
No,
like
no, I'm sorry.
those
I meant like they'll just add it into Google Ads. When you create a
like a
campaign, you'll be able to
placement?
select like instead of search, you do Gemini ads or something like that. Like they'll
Oh,
just build it
okay.
into Google Ads platform. But I'm
But
saying that at
it'll,
some point they're going to inject ads into Gemini's
and
responses.
do you think it will be like a separate campaign from setting up your search
Yeah,
campaign?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I would think so. I would assume that. I don't know, obviously, but I would
Yeah.
assume they would do it that way.
Uh-huh.
That would make the most sense. But who knows? Because look at Maps. Maps is just adding a location extension for sponsored maps. It's adding the
Right.
location extension and then they fucking randomly throw it in there. It's just like
Right.
you have no control over it. So I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna happen. It's a matter of time because now the big hype is I'm sure you guys, since you're agency owners, you see this on your Instagram when you're just like scrolling and it's like the AEO and it's how to rank in Gemini and how to rank in ChatGPT and all that stuff or be recommended now is like the next thing they're doing. So if you see the SEO industry shifting towards that instead of traditional SEO, like then the next piece of that's going to be ads.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. It'll be cool either way. We'll all be able to make money, so that's a positive thing.
A new course,
A new
how to create
course. Man,
ads in
I'm all
Gemini.
coursed out, man.
For sure.
That's funny.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, Josh, do you want to go ahead? Go ahead. No.
I know.
Um, so I'm running a campaign in Massachusetts and I have targeted by city. And for some reason, there's a couple of leads coming in onto their spreadsheet. And again, I think I've shown you the landing page is not specific to the ad campaign. So
Yeah.
they can be coming in through other ways. But there's two leads coming in so far from Pennsylvania. And it just seems random because the company's name has Boston in
Yeah.
it.
Are they
I've
spam or are they
looked,
real leads?
but they looked real. Now, I haven't talked to the owner to see if, like, I don't think they would have followed up with them because they can't service them down in Pennsylvania. But I'm
Yeah.
just wondering, like, if he asks me, why are we getting leads from Pennsylvania? Like, I'm not seeing any leads coming in through the campaign from Pennsylvania. It's all Massachusetts towns. Is it
Yeah.
just random?
It's probably what the page you're using is the website, right?
It's
And
their
the
website.
website's available for everyone everywhere to see.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's definitely if you can see it's not coming from the Google Ads campaign, it's not coming
yeah,
from there, regardless.
right,
So I wouldn't
right.
even worry about it. Just tell them like, look, this is an organic lead. It's not from ads, so it didn't come from us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
We're not spending money down there.
no,
So
no, no, no.
yeah. Yeah.
And also,
Okay.
to make them feel better too, like just throw up location exclusions, like around. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how to do that?
I did actually do that. I did mostly New England. Maybe I'll just extend it further down the coast.
Yeah, I mean, if he gives you anything about it, just be like, just tell
Yeah.
him it's organic lead. It is. You can prove it's not, didn't come from Google Ads, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't worry about it.
Okay. All right.
Another
No.
reason why you don't want to use the main website
I know,
whenever you
I
can.
know. Yeah, I'm only a month into this with this client, so I'm like, I just got to bide my time a little bit and show him
Yeah.
that what we're doing is working, but it could work better, obviously,
Yep, that's
if
it.
we
Give him a
did have that.
taste, and then he'll
Yeah,
want it to work better.
yeah,
That's the
exactly.
game.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Josh, what's up, man?
Yeah, I was just curious, maybe you guys or anybody else here runs LSAs. How do you approach insurance, having to get the right insurance? Because one thing I'm running into is every freaking time we
Yeah.
get an insurance doc. So the issue is the name not matching. We got to get a DBA,
Yeah.
submit that with the insurance. Have you guys found any ways to
So
make that
Fessel
easier?
and Dustin built the system that we use to onboard the LSAs. Fessel, do you know how that's set up?
Yeah, so when you are submitting it, what's the error that's showing up?
Well, typically we just get the insurance doc.
Mhm.
I actually have an AI review the doc, and it gives us a clue on if it's going to be approved or not. It's a
Okay.
complicated system. I can't show you right now,
Nope,
Yeah.
no
but
problem. That's fine.
um,
Basically, what we did before is that whenever we get that insurance that you're talking about, or we get their license business document, we just go ahead and upload that document. So usually 99% of the time, we never saw any error message. It just approves it instantly. As you're talking about DBA, if it's a DBA, then you will need proof of document of that as well, and then that's gonna get approved. So it's really, you have to mention, the most important thing is their business email. That's what they're gonna get the email on to approve everything. So that's the main thing. If you have like a Gmail account, we have seen that it doesn't work. So it
Yeah.
needs to be like a proper businessemail.com. Then it usually just fires up within like 12 to 24 hours.
interesting. Yeah, so business email mitigates a lot of the flag
Yeah.
It's just
there.
another trust signal that you're sending them that
Exactly.
it's a real thing. It's, you know what I mean? Like that's what they want. They don't want to see like, you know, hot pocket
Yeah.
lover at yahoo.com as the email that you're using to set up LSA
Right.
ads.
Right.
Yeah. So
So
business
business
name.
email and their phone number. That's the two important things, because they will get a text message or for verification, or it will be an email which they will need to verify. And it usually sends it in 12 to 24 hours. Once they do that, once the verification system approves that, then everything is, sometimes it takes longer. I've seen in some clients, it takes up to 2 to 3 weeks. And in some cases, in some cities and counties, it takes much faster. Where now the best thing about LSA is you can directly call the LSA number, the Google Ads LSA number, when you're setting it up. So their number is on the top or at the bottom left. On some cases, it's on the top. Sometimes it's on the bottom left. You just call their number. You will get immediately the Google Ads representative of the LSA account, and you tell them your LSA account number. And then you just tell them that we have submitted all of this information. Can you please check if everything is okay? He's literally going to pull it up on his screen, and he's going to verify it with you. And he's going to tell you if anything is missing right away. So then you just confirm it. It just takes 2 to 3 minutes on the call. And then once he confirms everything, you don't really have to do anything after that. It just sends up the email, and then the verification just happens automatically. That is the process that we use, and it happens and it works every time.
Yeah, we never have issues. I think we've only had issue once, right? Where it took
Yeah.
like 2 weeks to get approved or something.
Right. 2 weeks. And then
Yeah.
it got approved and everything was live
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah, that's good to know. I appreciate you sharing. I am
Absolutely.
trying to thin it out because
Mhm.
sometimes we'll get weird. The owners are submitting this when they onboard, so their name might be not
Mhm.
their legal name. They got mismatching details. So
Yeah.
just trying to
Yeah.
clean it up, get tighter, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
streamline.
The best thing, and for us, man, this was all like a trial and error process and we got to the point we got to because like we screwed up and it took too long. And then it was like, all right, step one, we do this. Step two, we do this. Then step three, we call and we verify all the information to make it get pushed faster to approval, right? Because a lot of
Right.
people don't get approved that quickly with LSA. And honestly, we're not even running too many of them anymore. We're only reserving that for people who actually have like a solid budget and they want like a
Mhm.
more comprehensive marketing strategy. Like they want to run LSA and Google Ads and maybe Facebook, or they want Maps SEO, or you know what I mean? Like we'll kind of like say that as a bundle sweetener. Like I know Evan in our group does that. And I took that from Evan too, 'cause he has a great idea. Like he just throw it in as a, we'll do it for free. You know, we'll just put it in a package or something like that. Which Justin
Yeah.
actually has been selling a lot of packages lately of Facebook and Google or SEO and Facebook or a bunch of randoms.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Looking at LSA versus Google Ads, CPA is better, or cost per lead. The revenue is actually crazy in
yeah,
comparison to Google Ads, which is why we're trying to push it,
yeah,
get
dude, I
everything
love it.
Onboarding structure for yourself, and whenever you get like
I love it. I love it. Was that your video, Faisal?
oh sorry, I think mine lagged.
That was a lag.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh, it's one of my favorite services, except that it's just random, man. Like it when it works really well. But if you don't stay on top of like scoring every single call and you know archiving to get the credits and all that stuff and making sure that when it's booked, you mark it there, like it just comes off like a nosedive after like 3 to 4 or 5 months. And if they could just fix that, it would be such a great product.
Yeah.
Like, why would you need anything else? You're literally buying phone calls. Like, it's amazing. And they're good phone calls. Like, I listen to every single one of them for the guys we have.
One thing too, I learned last week while we're in the verification process, it's for anybody here. I don't know if this will be useful. They can actually get calls. They can get calls for 14-day pre-badge period while they're in verification or going through it still.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I saw calls like for a specific, well, a batch of accounts, and it's like, okay, how the hell is this happening?
Yeah.
I haven't verified yet, but apparently it's a thing. I had to call and grill Google Ads, like, how the hell is this happening? It hasn't been verified. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. We haven't had an LSA guy in a while. It's been a few months, I think. I don't think Justin's really pitching it because they need budget, man. And like, you can't do it. It's hard to do it with $50 a day. Like, you know, you gotta jack that shit up because it's so competitive, and a lot of the guy it comes with review based stuff. Like, so you really need to have your Google Maps stuff in order first before you roll it out with reviews at least, because that's
yeah,
all trust based.
I might ask you some more questions later. That's all.
Well, yeah, go ahead, man. We got 10
I don't
minutes.
want to. Anybody has anything else they want to chime in with? They want to take up all the time.
Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Shaw. Just want to introduce myself.
Hey,
My
Sean.
first call.
Hey,
I
Shaw.
just messaged you. I don't know if you saw my message, but
No.
yeah, I live out in Irvine. And I've had a few service-based businesses since about a decade ago. I was going to UC Irvine for mechanical engineering. Started an auto shop initially, specializing in like European cars, BMWs, and so on and so forth.
Nice.
It's called SSR Performance, like for anybody who might be curious to look into car stuff. And we did pretty well in the first like about 5 years. We started from literally zero. I mean, before this, I was working at Costco and again going to UCI. And I didn't really want to do the engineering thing. So long story short, started that 5 years into that, generated enough profits to be able to also open a body shop. So we have full collision repair center, which just about 5 years after we opened, we just became BMW certified, which is like
Nice.
one of 400 in like the entire United States. There's 80,000 body shops, just to give you an idea. So long story short, when I started needing to generate more business for the body shop, I started getting way more involved in Google Ads and just doing it for my own shop. Built like a pretty decent website, fully custom built on Webflow, which I had someone helping me with. Now I've kind of been able to build my own website.
Webflow is awesome, man.
Really good, yeah.
Yeah.
And so for both SEO and just being able to customize the way you
Yeah.
want and custom code all that stuff. Long story short, I started posting about it in these Facebook groups I was a part of for like with body shop owners. And I got just obliterated with like inquiries with people just saying, hey man, can you do this for me? Your website looks great. Your ads look great. And because I can talk shop like really, really well, and I understand exactly how body shops operate, whether
Yeah.
you're like an independent shop or whether you're a dedicated repair facility for an insurance company or whether you're certified with a manufacturer, I understand all these things to the T. because that was ultimately, I mean, my goal was never to like get into the marketing space really.
Yeah.
But because I understand like psychology, like and human, trends and stuff like that well, and social media well too, I decided to just jump into it. And so that's what kind of brought me here. So again, I know that was a long winded out introduction, but I just wanted to say hi. And Josh, I
No,
think I
good,
messaged you
man.
as well. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Enjoy it,
So
dude. There's a lot to go
thank you,
through.
man. Yeah,
You'll pick
yeah,
up
I'm
some
gonna
gold
take it
nuggets
slow.
for sure.
Yeah, I have a business partner with the other businesses. So again, it's three businesses. It's SSR Performance, which obviously was the original business, SSR Auto Body, the collision repair center, and then SSR Experience, which is, and now we work mainly on Lamborghinis, McLarens, Ferraris, and the higher end BMWs and
Nice.
Audis.
Nice.
So we rent out our own exotic cars. I'm sure some of you guys have heard that, like that's kind of like a more
Yeah.
popular thing nowadays. So we have a fleet of 9 Lamborghinis and Ferraris, and we own them. Like they're not like leases or like
Yeah.
financed or anything. And then we pretty much just rent those cars out here in Orange County,
That's sweet,
California.
dude. How much you rent one of
Yeah.
those out for? Gotta be like $1,000 a day,
Yeah,
right?
800 bucks,
Yeah.
800 bucks a day.
Yeah.
And then we have guys that come in and they come in from like New York or Miami and they want the car
Yeah.
for like a whole week while they're here.
Yeah.
So it does really well for us.
Sweet.
And yeah, so my goal now is just to really kind of dive deeper into I've been able to secure with zero marketing whatsoever, 5 clients already.
Nice.
And I'm able to charge a pretty good setup fee for the full web flow, like custom websites and
Yeah.
everything. And then I have them set up with there's 2 setup fees: the website setup fee, custom development fee, and then the Google Ads campaign setup fee,
Yeah.
depending on like how many campaigns I think I want to run for them, and then a monthly fee that I charge. And I'm solely focused on only people that are really looking to invest like upwards of $20,000, and I've closed
Smart.
5 clients so far. So
Good. Well,
Yeah.
make sure you ask any questions if you get stuck when you're going through the
for
course.
sure. Thank
Cool.
you guys.
Ryan, what's up, man?
Hey, I just want to let everybody know that Ahrefs and Google and all the keyword trackers,
Oh, I saw that.
you
Yep.
saw that where
Yep.
they're starting to disregard search traffic over the top 10 spots.
Yep.
They're just not tracking it anymore. So you'll start seeing a dip, everybody, in your impressions. Your clicks shouldn't change, and but your overall average, your average position should increase or actually decrease, I should say.
Yeah,
So,
that's because of Google changed some kind of policy, right? Internally.
Yeah,
And now they're not
yeah.
sharing the data from past number 10.
Exactly. They just don't want to pay for it anymore.
Yeah.
So it all comes down to the money, and they're just not interested in paying for it anymore. So, which makes sense, but
Yeah.
ultimately, you'll see a giant shift in that if you already haven't. And then there's also some ways that you could start tracking some of your results in AI. I'm going to start making a few videos coming up just to put on my channel and share. And
Sweet.
but
Drop them in school, man. When you make them.
I'll put them in school just so you guys are aware of like the different changes that are happening. Because and what percentage of ChatGPT is or search AI search for each of the major 3 is what I target now.
Yeah.
So
We get ChatGPT leads for our agency almost every day.
me too.
Yeah.
It just is. How do you track it now?
Yeah.
Is the question, and then how do you get more exposure?
Yeah.
Across the board.
I mean, the only reason we even know it's coming from ChatGPT is because we ask. In the
Exactly.
forum.
But there's other signs that we can have, and
Yeah.
I'm building this out in some of my like marketing.
Nice.
But there's other ways that you can kind of track a dashboard around it. So that's
Sweet.
coming out, because there's no tool that does this right now. So
Yeah.
you kind of have to like figure it out around, do a couple workarounds.
Yeah.
Because Google did roll out a couple of like Search Console items, but most of those are not showing in everybody's account. And also the Google Analytics doesn't quite show it correctly because it's just showing it as direct traffic, but you have to narrow it down with the direct traffic down to ChatGPT of sub-sessions. So
Yeah. Wild.
just FYI, just things are going to be constantly changing, guys. So
Cool. Awesome. Let us know when you drop that, man.
Yeah, I will. I will.
right.
So I just wanted to share that with you guys just to make sure if you're not paying attention or not getting your brand mentioned on things, that's going to be like the biggest change in our industry. So,
Yeah. Sweet.
especially with the shift, you know?
Yeah. All right, guys, we got 2 minutes left. Does anyone have anything else, or should we just call it for next week?
If you don't mind, I might want to ask a rookie question as long
Yeah.
as that's okay. Are most of you guys that are running Google Ads for your clients just running it off a manager account and having them pay for
Yes.
their own ads? Okay,
So you
perfect.
want to have an MCC account, and then your
Yeah,
client should have their own account with their own billing set up. Make sure you don't put any of your own billing on anything, and then
yeah,
you
yeah.
just request access to their
The 10 digit.
account, and it will just roll up
Yeah.
under you in the MCC.
And then the only reason I asked that question is because, in my opinion, and maybe I'm like thinking too deep into this, how do you protect your like proprietary like campaign setup and things like that where they can't just go copy and you can't? Okay,
You can't.
cool. Okay, cool.
No.
That's what I
And
thought. Okay, cool.
honestly, most of it's going to come down to, and the reason we don't even care about that, and that's a very good question. We get asked that all the time from other agencies, is let them have the campaign because it doesn't work without the landing page. The landing page is the secret sauce. You can have the greatest
Right.
campaign in the world. If your landing page sucks, it's never going to turn traffic into leads.
Yeah. Are most of you guys running GHL for landing pages?
GHL, we use Instapage, lead forms or lead pages works, unbalanced works. It doesn't matter which one you use, but as long as you have landing pages, you'll be able to control the outcome better. And that's the
Yeah.
most important thing.
Yeah, I've got my clients signed up on GHL. Oh, I got my own GHL SaaS, like whatever
Yeah.
account they call it, the $500 a month account. And then I was planning on, I was hoping that if you're using GHL, it makes more sense to keep the GHL site. I'm assuming there's some sort of integration with the analytics, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure if that's actually the case. And I haven't looked into it.
We'll touch on
just
that
yet.
next week. We're about to get kicked
Cool.
out in like 5
All good.
seconds. All right.
Cool.
So
All right, man.
everybody
Thank you.
have a great weekend. Ask questions
do.
if you get stuck. All right.
Thank you.
See you guys in
All right.
school.
See you, Rob.
Later.